Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Memento. Memento. Sorry. Okay, great. You know what it is. You clicked on it, right? Guy Pearce, Carrie-Anne Moss are in this. It's a 20-year-old film. It's from 2000, but it's an iconic film. I have seen it before, but I haven't seen it in 20 years. I think I saw it when it first came out, and I haven't seen it since. But it's like all other films are compared to it, or this film is referenced, at least by me, all the time about these kind of timeline type movies. It's a guy who has a short-term memory issue, so like once he goes to sleep he doesn't remember anything from the previous day, kind of thing, and he is trying to figure out who killed his wife. It's the whole thing. Somebody murdered his wife, and he's trying to figure it out going throughout it. So if you haven't seen it, you don't even need to watch this review. Go ahead and watch this movie. It's phenomenal. But I'm going to go re-familiarize myself with it once again because nothing else is on, so why waste time watching like a stinker when I know this is a good one and I haven't seen it in a while. So I'm going to get into it here a little bit, do my best to share with you a little bit more about it, and ultimately tell you what I think, but I'm telling you it's a 9 already. But for those of you who are interested about a little bit of insight from me, I'll share it with you. Christopher Nolan directed it, so alright, I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Memento, and I tell you what, it was just as good the second time as it was the first time. I realized, and I only saw it one other time, 20 years ago, and I totally forgot all of it. So some of the things I think I might have left out that I can share with you, and I don't think I did in the beginning, was the fact that the movie's played in reverse. So you see the potential end. They show the final scene, as essentially, you know what I mean? The final event, I'll call it. And then it just works backwards. So as I mentioned, he cannot create new memories. He can only remember up to the time of the murder. And he has those memories, so he has to continue. He has to try and remind himself different ways what he's doing. He's trying to search for his wife's killer. So, writing himself notes, doing whatever. He's got to do all that. And that's how he navigates through life on his quest. And he wakes up, it's like right before the final scene. They show the scene that happened before that, the event. I keep saying scene. Scene's not right because scene in the movie goes the other way. But the event, they show the event leading up to the event we saw first, and it just works its way all the way, which is pretty awesome. And I totally forgot, like, what happens in this entire movie. A lot of the little facts, I didn't, some of it I was like, oh yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't realize that kind of thing. So if you haven't seen it and you don't remember, check it out again. It's just as good. I liked it. One of my favorite scenes in the movie, I'll share this with you. It stuck out. I did remember this because if he loses concentration on what's going on, essentially his memories fade away, or they just fade away. It's kind of hard to describe, but he's running at one point, and and he's just running, and he's like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? And I think that was pretty neat. I like that aspect of it, and then the whole what happens after that I thought was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, so it really puts it in perspective. So yeah, I mean, I can't go into too much detail. If you haven't seen it yet, absolutely go check it out. It is definitely a 9. The way that they did it, and the way, sometimes it's hard to figure out, so you really got to focus. But it's amazing how quickly that 2 hours just went for me. 1 hour and 53 minutes, and I was like, wow. Like I was like 1 hour and 15 minutes into it, and I felt like it just went by like that. You're into it so much, you're gripped. You're trying to figure it all out and watch it, and you need focus because it's, it's hard. I think it's helpful that I tell you it goes back in time. There's also a piece that they show in black and white where he's doing like almost narration in a sense, but he's on the phone with somebody is what's happening, but that's completely in black and white, so that's not part of the timeline. Everything in color is just going in reverse order, so it helps. Once you know that, It makes it easier. You still got to think and focus and enjoy it. But I mean, the acting's incredible. Everybody was fantastic. I mean, I'm assuming it's the director, Christopher Nolan, whatever, made that what it was. And I think that's why he, I don't know if this is one of his first films or whatever, but it is awesome. I liked it a lot. I remember, there's one last piece of information I'll leave you with if you're still watching me at this point. After I watched this, I wanted to see more movies like this, and I watched a movie called Irreversible. I think that's what it's called. I'll double check. If I'm wrong, I'll drop it in the comments or something like that. But I'm pretty sure Irreversible, I can't remember her name, Bella something, was in it. And that is very similar. It works in reverse. That was a really good one. That's a little darker, I'll say. But another one like this. Because I got them on Netflix at the time. And I was like, more like this. And that was it, Irreversible. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. But that's it. That's all I got for you. If you've never seen this movie, it's a must watch. Doesn't matter. Focus. Watch it at a time that you're awake. And you can really dive into it. And really enjoy it all the way through. So there you go. I'm rambling now. Thanks for tuning in. Love to hear your thoughts on the movie. What'd you think? Have you ever seen it twice? How long was the gap between the first time and the second time? Did you remember everything? Or was it like me? It was like, man, it was just as good. Alright, that's it. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. That would be fantastic. Tell all your friends. It's a great place to be. And continue to tune in. Gimmel's Irish Pub.